Alright, in this lesson we are going to start putting in our first peripheral, which is an external LED, okay? An external LED. So, what you need to have for this tutorial is an LED and a wire, okay? And a wire. So, this wire, it should be one side is male with a pin, and the other side is female here, like this, okay? So, and for this side with a pin, we are going to plug it into some pin ports in the Arduino, and the other side, we are going to put in the LED. So, let's begin. So, for this cord, so usually it comes with a bunch of cords, okay? Usually, you can tear, because since today we are going to use 2 of them, so you can tear 2 of them out. So, the color doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take 2 and I'm going to tear them out. Okay? So now I have a wire of like blue and green color. Again, just saying color does not matter. The color of the wire is so colorful in a way that it allows you to trace the cords very easily, okay? So what now? Now what we're going to do is, so look at the Arduino board. So I am going to connect, say if I'm going to connect the blue into this 3.3 volt, so it's the 3.3 volt, okay? Okay, look here, 3.3 volt is here, so corresponding pin is this one, okay? If I have to connect another one as on the ground port, okay? So you can see 3.3 volt, I connect to blue, and ground, I connect to the green cord. So this 3.3 and green represents the positive and negative sides of it. So I take up the other one. So you can see the LED, there are 2 legs here, okay? The longer leg is positive and the shorter leg is negative, okay? An LED is a diode, which means electricity can only go through one way. So you must connect the positive to the voltage and the shorter leg to the ground, which is the negative. So for mine, I connected the green to the ground, and the blue to the voltage. So if I connect 3.3 to the LED and the ground to 5, let me try to connect it. Okay, you can see the LED is kind of light on, okay? So which means there is a voltage of electricity go through it, okay? So what I'm going to do now is, in this illustration, I'm just telling you that here will provide direct voltage. But of course, we want to programmatically turn the LED on and off. So now I'm not going to connect it to 3.3. I'm still connecting the green cord to GND, but for the blue cord, I'm going to connect to port 4, okay? Port 4. Look here, port 4, okay? Okay. Let me get it through a little bit. Okay, you see? Pin 4, okay? So one side is pin 4, one side is GND. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm connect to my LED to positive to the blue and negative to the green, okay? Okay, so my LED is like this way. So now let's change our program. Instead of built-in LED, now we're not going to do built-in LED. We are going to say pin mode port pin 4. I just have to type a number 4. And I change everything to 4. Okay, so now I'm controlling the pin 4 as the output pin here. Okay, pin 4. And then I am going to write high and low voltage to pin 4, and let's upload it. Look at the LED. It's keeping on blinking on and off, on and off. Of course, for simplicity, I haven't added in a resistor. In a real normal situation, if you connect LED to batteries, you have to connect a resistor. But I just trying to keep everything easy for you and to understand wiring of Arduino, so I just connect it directly, okay? Because if you don't connect a resistor, you may risk burning an LED, okay? But right now you can see I'm connecting the green color to the ground and the blue color to an output signal. So I keeping on writing high and low voltage to it, so that when I write high, I turn on the LED, and when I write low, I turn off the LED. That's how you connect the LED and use program to control it.